Greetings, Nerd Castle, and welcome back to my coverage of Warhammer 40k Deathwatch. My name is Splattercat. Very happy to have you here today as we hang out for a little while and play ourselves a little bit of Warhammer. I'm excited about it. This is the first recording for me of the week, and so I'm kind of fresh. It's a weird thing to talk about because I never talk about things like this, but when you come back from like 3 or 4 days of not recording, or like 2 or 3 days of not recording, sometimes I come back like super fresh, and I got like all the jokes. I'm super like friggity fresh. And then other times I come back and I just can't think of anything to say, and I'm like, well, damn, I don't even know where to go with all of this. So for right now, they were having a discussion previously before I started the episode about what they should name the bridge over here, but still, I wanted to bring him over to here and see if he could fire across the river at anything that's over on this side, because that'd be super badass. I don't know if he can step right up there to the edge. Everybody knows that, you know, he's a space wolf, so he's terrified of taking a bath. Of all the things he does not fear, the one that he doth is getting wet. He's kind of like a big, I don't know, mecha armored cat. So anyways, that tearing drives me crazy right there. And that's what the V-Sync turned on. Like, no joke. That's what the V-Sync on. So I don't know. I will more than likely... Shit, there are a lot of bad guys over here, ain't there? They're looking to rush him. Alright, just run back across the bridge. Run back across the bridge. We're just going to have to bait him to another spot because this is not going to do it for right now. Let's bring all these guys forward rapidly. He's going to continue to watch the back flank right there. With 3 characters, we should be able to wipe our way through just about any Tyranid they can throw at us. I don't know if I want him to take a shot right now, or if I just want him to be out and on his way. Be on your way. Just run across the bridge. Go ahead and regroup with everybody else. So anyways, it's been a pretty interesting week and weekend for me. I'm pretty excited to be back. He's still got his little poof on the back of his helmet. I'm calling it a poof. You have to say it like that. You can't say it any other way, because it's just such a goofy thing to have on your helmet. I don't know. I wouldn't put that on my helmet. Stylistically, it's not something that I can feel myself getting behind. Let's end our turn here. I think that should be good enough for moi. I probably should have put him on Overwatch just in case they decided to come from behind. But you know what? I bet it's all gonna work out. They're now currently crossing the Ultra Bridge. I don't think we should call it... We should not call it the Ultra Bridge. Brother Regulus, why should it be called the Ultra Bridge? Because everything should be ultra everything. The ultra helmet, the ultra marine, that ultra wall over there. I've got an ultra gun. It just seems like a really, really good plan to me to call it that, because Games Workshop probably wants it to be named that anyways because they love us. We are the chosen ones. There was some discussion about calling it the Blood Bridge, but I don't think that would work out. That seems like it denotes that somebody's gonna die when they come across it. And I hope it's not me, but it could be. Now on this side, I gotta get close enough to where I can open up some DACA on these little bastards. Maybe run them off the bridge a bit. Yep, there it is right there. See if we can get rid of a couple of them. I don't remember. So what am I even... Oh, they're coming that way too. That's fun. Okay, so let's go side by side then right here. I want you so that you can shoot down that little corridor right there. The Ultra Corridor. Will you stop annexing things? It's not the Ultra Eddie. Everything is Ultra. Everything is blue because we are the best color. That is, I am the Ultramarine. This is the Ultra Gun. Space Wolf is like, you are ultra stupid is what you are. Let's see here. We've got... I could probably put... Yeah, put a melee right there around the corner so that if they actually make it, he can be like... Nyah! Take him out with a chainsword. That's my impression of a chainsword right there. Nyah! Be all taken care of. I don't think there's really anything else for us to accomplish right here. What was our objective? Do they have like an objective thing? Ah, keep Magnus alive for 5 turns. Gotcha. That'll do it. It'd be funny if you could just spin him in rotations. Be like, oh, you found the secret exit to the level. You had to keep him alive for 5 turns. It totally works. I'm like, well, considering there's no button to turn my character, it would surprise me if that was actually an organized function of the... Oh, look, he's turning around. I like how they run around like little velociraptors. That makes me want to be like, Blue, what are you doing now? Stick with me, Blue. And then train them. How awesome would that be if you trained an entire Tyranid hive to just like back you up and like have your shit, like when you went to school and then the bully was like, hey, give me your lunch money. You were like, Tyranids, punk. And they're like, wah! And jumped up out and like owned his face off. Like, whoa, 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 Splattercat, did you just condone murdering bullies with Tyranid hives? And I'm like, well, if the shoe fits, I mean, it's kind of badass, right? I mean, if you got a Tyranid hive, what are you going to use them for other than eating human beings? It just seems like a good thing to apply yourself. I'm going to get rid of this one on the bridge because he upsets me. Yeah. I feel like he's getting work done today. Endgear Lupus, if you don't remember correctly, he is our Space Wolf Champione. I'm probably going to put him right here on this side because on this side he can shoot, whereas on the other side he can't shoot. And so I want him to help. There we go. Keep shooting. Just back them up a little bit. They can only move a couple per turn anyways. This guy over here, I don't think he can do much either, so we might want to put him in a slightly more advantageous position. We do have, well, we have termagants coming in, which makes me a little bit worried. Huh. Fiddling with my nose because I feel a sneeze coming. I know I'm going to sneeze like any moment from now, and I don't want to edit it later on. I spend so much time looking for profanity and sneezes when I record. Those two things, like, oh my god. I may actually move him forward a little bit so that he can shoot across right here. So, Brother Magnus, do we not have a Regulus anymore? There's our Regulus, and also, I totally sneezed my sneeze. It didn't matter. I tried to plug my nose. I tried all the tricks I know mid-recording to stop myself from sneezing. Didn't make it. Just didn't make it. I'll probably move him to right here then. He doesn't have very good range, so I don't think we're actually going to be able to shoot anything anyways, so why worry about it? Still, maybe I'll shoot in that direction over there just in case somebody tries to murder me. Oh, he got a gun? I didn't see that that was a termagant right there. That is unfortunate. And he's got me outranged, so that's going to be enjoyable. It might be better just to wait around a corner and just, I don't know. There's going to be this much fire flying around. I think that maybe we should retard ourselves slightly to that particular method of combustion. And a couple more of these little bastards on the bridge here. It may be better also to lump up my machine gunner with the heavy bolter, my Devastator Marine, and put him up on the bridge somewhere so that he can shoot at anybody that anybody else can shoot at too. So can you shoot him from right there? I would like for you very dearly to do that for me. How many bullets are it going to take you to kill that thing, man? We got to work on your aim slightly. That's embarrassing right there. He's like, sorry, homeboy. I am a space wolf. We do not normally play around with ranged weaponry. I'm mostly all about the hitting, the biting, and the bass. No treble. But, you know, every now and again I like to mix it up a little bit and maybe play around with some firearms. It's gotten me into trouble with the Ultra Law lately. Shoot this guy real fast. Yup. Down you go. Oh, I got a guy back here, too. Well, if nobody's coming from that way, just bring him back up. I want the Blood Angel to get a little bit of the action for right now, too. He's like, you're damn right. It is all about the Blood Angels. I am all about Sanguinius. You can't spell Sanguinius without weenie. Let's see. I'll probably have him aim that way and maybe try to kill something that runs down that little corridor right there. He can shoot from right there. That means I need to get somebody down the hallway. That's going to be obnoxious. Why aren't they using up all their AP? That's weird. Yeah, I gotta handle this little prick. He's gonna be a general purpose annoyance. I gotta put somebody on that corridor and overwatch it so they can fire back because he's got us outranged, I guess. Not outranged, but he gets right to the outside of the melee guy's range, and I don't feel like wasting AP anymore. So what I need is for you to move to here. Your range is really that shallow with that thing, huh? Alright, Regulus, go ahead. Get him with the melted gun. So I guess that would be the trade-off for the melted gun being super pimpin'. Oh, there's another one right there? Jesus. How many termagants I got up in there? It is super problematic and it upsets me. So here, you shoot him. Step forward to there. And if you could, please. Thank you. I appreciate it. I like to be polite with my Space Marines. They're not known for their gentlemanly manner, and I'm trying to retrain them a little bit better. I've been trying to teach them which spoon to use, but Regulus is just like, for the Ultra Spoon, and keeps just using it on everything. You can't use a dessert spoon for everything, man. It's not for cereal. You gotta put them in the right place at the right time, and then you work from the outside to the inside. I didn't even know that. I don't really know that, to be fair. I kind of just improvise whenever I'm in that situation. I'm like, outside to inside. I'm sure it'll work fine. I used to know how to set tables all nice because my mom fancied the fact that someday I was going to be like some kind of rich gentleman or something. I'm not really sure. And so she made me take these like classes where they teach you how to do like all these old school 1800s gentleman type things. I have no idea. I have no clue what my mother was thinking when she had me do that, where they would try and teach you like what spoons to use and like how to tie a tie and shit. I'm like, shouldn't my dad just teach me how to do that? Like, I don't know. It was a weird thing for me. Let's put you right here on the Ultra Bridge. I vote we call it the Wolf Bridge. We can put in a cookie dispenser and maybe a sprinkle receptacle. Sorry about that. I got a weird bug where the turn wouldn't end, and apparently it's due to the fact that I have the camera zoomed too far out or something. I don't know. The developers knew about it on the forums. They were like, no, you got to rotate your camera back to the default angle, and apparently that fixes it. I don't know. Either way, shoot him with the melta gun. Oh, balls. They are like everywhere. Oh, there are so many. We would have to pull them all the way back to like over here if we really wanted this to work out in a way that didn't end up with us getting shot a lot. However, I might be able to get rid of some of you. There's another one right there. Yeah, I think we're going to have to fall back. We're taking too much damage from right here. Either that or we need somebody with a long range overwatching. It's kind of a mess right now with the Termagants. We need them to come back to places like this right here, where their range is no longer an advantage, it's a disadvantage. So if I could park a guy right here and have him overwatch right there, park a guy right here, have him overwatch right there, it would all be fine. The problem that we're running into for right now is that the AI is exploiting our range. Really, they're playing like a cheese ball would, essentially. They're moving perfectly inside like the one square where none of our overwatches will see them, and then they're firing at us from one square outside of our range. And so it's a minor annoyance. It's one of those things that makes me akin to murder, if not a brother to murder, because we are, after all, Space Marines. We call each other brother and all sorts of like familial things like that. Try and get everybody into cover. This guy's probably still going to get a shot from right there. But on the next turn, tactically, we'll be in much better shape, so I think we're going to be all... I don't know what this is over here, though. What is this? Hope that's not a spawn point over here. That would be really, really, really unfortunate for me and for Todd McFarlane, because then I gotta pay royalties. Just like, it's called a spawn zone. Nope, he copyrighted it. You can't do that anymore. It is called a spawn zone. Therefore, it is copyrighted by whoever the hell makes Spawn comics. I'm not really entirely too sure. But anyways, whoever makes those obviously holds the copyright, and the ultra copyright. Just regular stop right now. It's the ultra copyright. So saith Games Workshop. Giver of all things good to Ultramarines, and all things bad to everyone else who needs a codex but hasn't had one in like 10 years. Still doesn't completely fix our problem here. I'm gonna speed this up because their turns take too long. I want to play the girl. That's my colloquialism for me wanting to play the game. I will probably... So let's put you here. Let's put you here. Take you, and we'll put you... Oh, I don't know. You've got decent cover from one side, so technically I think I could get away with having you overwatch from right here, and it would probably be okay for like a turn or two. And then this cat over here... We'll have him stack up on this side, I guess. And then I'm going to have him overwatch that direction right there. And I'll decide what I want the rest of these guys to do in just a minute, too. I mean, I guess I could put him right here and have him sort of overwatch like the same thing, since his range is a little bit longer. And then the Melta guys, I could have them stack up back here, maybe. Swap him in. I don't know. We'll figure it out along the way. I'm not super pleased by the Assault guys so far. I wish the Assault guys had a little bit of like a jumpy ability that they started with or something, where like on their turn they could cash in all their AP to move to any square inside their movement range instantly and stab the enemy, so you could have them jump into the middle of a pack and then use that right there, or, you know, whatever. It just seems like it'd be a cool thing to have. But anyways, I don't know. Something about Warhammer 40k makes me want to play around with the cool things. Go ahead and... Woo! Actually, I kind of like playing the game at fast speed better. I don't know. It seems more DACA-y, and I really, really like DACA. So we'd have to make it the 5 turns, and then we're the hell up out of here? Like, how does this all play? Oh, God, there's so many, and they're coming across the bridge. Now, when they come... Can you sing folksy, like, old songs about Tyranids? Can you reappropriate those? Man, they have a lot of Tyranids, don't they? We need some grenades or something. A little bit crazy. Their fingers seem like they're made out of like gelatin or something. Their fingers don't seem like they're jointed properly. Oh man, we gotta regroup across the... Alright, we gotta regroup across the bridge. Everybody regroup! I'm gonna go ahead and shoot at you. I don't know if they keep spawning past this point. Really not too keen to find out. I want him to get shot. Him getting shot would not be the worst thing I ever imagined. Hey, it worked. I was going to use my last AP to step back into cover, but if we could kill that guy with one shot, works for me. Let's go ahead and bring the melees up to the front. We'll get everybody moving now, because absolutely I do like to move it, move it. I feel like the Devastator Marine, he steps much more carefully than the rest of my Marines do. It looks like he tiptoes through the tulips when he's walking. Hey, hold on. I've got a wolf tiptoe. That's how wolves... Have you ever seen them in the woods when they're hunting like a little rabbit? You don't have rabbits on your planet? That's weird. Rabbit and planet. It seems like they almost rhyme. Like, I feel like I almost just busted a mad rhyme. A wolf rhyme is how we would brand that if I was back with the Battle Brothers, but I am not right now. But anyways, have you ever seen how... You don't have rabbits, so what do you have on your planet? You have goofnars. Okay, on your planet you have goofnars. Those are kind of like rabbits, I guess. So goofnars on your planet. Have you ever watched? They do like a tiptoe thing when they walk. Oh my god, there's so many Tyranids over here. Like, seriously. Carl, look over here. Did you see how many Tyranids I killed on that turn? There was a lot of Tyranids over here. Like, seriously. Like, a lot. Like, a great amount. Greater than less. I don't mean to put this in terms that are sort of, like, non-mathematical, but there are a shit ton. Like, I don't know what metric unit of measurement a shit ton is, but there are a lot. Like, seriously, a ton of Tyranids over here. And I just keep shooting them, and they fall to pieces all around me. And it seems to work out pretty well for right now, but frankly, I think we should probably get around the bridge and leave. It's looking a little nasty over here. Brother, fire your guns. Ziz. Oh, he's just gonna fire from right there. Goddamn Termagants. Always ruining my armor. Every time he shoots me, now I've got to go back and I've got to tell the artificer that he's got to get this weird goo shit out of my armor. And it's also got little spikes inside of my chest plate, and I don't feel good. Oh my god, there's so many of them. There are a lot of them over here. Like, damn. Like, you gotta be kidding me amounts. And they all have guns. Little arm guns. They all fancy themselves to be Mega Man. Ultraman! It's a good thing I entertain myself more than anything else when I play these games. Let me move this along. I get it, you guys have a lot of units. That's why nobody likes playing against people with low point armies. Just hurry it along. They just keep spawning, too. Like, what is their maximum troop allocation? Everything? Oh, good. Just what I needed, a well-timed miss. I'm gonna go ahead and keep moving him forward, because I don't feel like I have much of a choice. I don't know how you feel about, like, shooting fools, but I would highly recommend that maybe you come around to it as a tactic. I figured that might work. If I could just clear out a couple of those little pricks before we move across the bridge, I think it'd work out pretty well for us. Everybody, hi-ho your way across the bridge right now. But are we off to work? If a space marine hi-hos in the middle of space and no one is around to hear it, is he still off to work? That is the philosophical question that has been laid in front of us by the Emperor God Guy. I always call him the Vice Chairman because he never gets out of his chair, but anyways, the Vice Chairman. Yeah, if we don't get to that deployment zone pretty rapidly, I think we're really going to have to deal with some serious issues. Oh, good. That hurt a lot. Did he just take 5 turns? This level is messed up. This level is super messed up. Yes, you, sir. I no longer wish to deal with you right now. They got another Termagant up there. Go ahead and get rid of that one. I think we could definitely use a Battle Brother in cover. 1, 2, 3, 4. He can get down to there. We have to make some kind of, like, progress here. Alright, if anything steps down and in there, shoot it in the face. You, sir, step out this way. Figure on this side, we will continue to chug away on enemies as best we can. But it is important to note that for right now, this bridge is like a major kill zone for us, and that is deeply unpleasant. Mission is taking longer than I expected. Did you kill him? Okay, good. I just wanted to make sure. I used all that sexy AP so that you could fire at mine enemies. And that you keep on missing. I don't know if you've noticed that, but hitting things is kind of the point of a firearm. Well, there you go. At least we killed off a couple. That'll give us a little bit of breathing room so we can get the hell off this bridge. Although there are more of them coming, and so it's kind of like a shoot twice, move once type deal. Where you just kind of shimmy walk the entire way. Hey, speed this along. It's weird how they get to spawn on every turn. Like, should have some kind of like point allocation or something like they do in Space Hulk. Give you a chance to move here. Alright, so let's get a couple behind the barrels here. Not over the barrel. Look at you, little cheese balls. Alright, that means I'll bring you to here. Fire a couple rounds at you. That did not work out the way that I expected. But somebody's going to have to cover his retreat so that he can run back across the bridge over to here. Like, we can shoot on the next turn. That's perfectly fine. But anyway, it looks like I'm out of time for right now. I apologize about that. This mission is taking longer than I expected it to. My name is Splattercat. I will see you all in the next episode, where hopefully we will finally get the hell off this. I mean, this bridge has just been the bane of my existence. I think that having these guys meet up with him over to the left-hand side would have been a better call. But you know what? How was I supposed to know that? Metagame-wise. Meh. Oh well. I suppose we'll have to get by with what we have for right now. I'll see you in the next episode of Warhammer 40k Deathwatch.